Alright, Rockers, Turbo, back with you here inside the asylum, and I'm very happy to have back with me once again someone that is to be considered Las Vegas's original rock and rolling rebel, none other than Danny the Count Koker himself. Danny, how are you, brother?
Turbo, I'm doing dynamite, brother. How are you, my man?
I'm doing good. Fighting allergies here on the East Coast, but other than that, man, I am doing great. And I want to
Awesome.
congratulate you on yet another awesome season of counting cars on the History Channel. Man, I love it. I never get tired of it. Congrats on another just killer season, man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. First off, thanks for having me back in the asylum. I love to be here, and yeah, man, counting cars is it's going great. We've got a whole new season that's I'm told that it's going to debut in June here, just right around the corner. So be watching for that. But things are going good here at Counts Customs, and we're staying busy as usual, man. But all is good on my end here in Vegas, brother.
That's great to hear, man. I tell you what, the more I watch your show, I can't help, but wonder, have you gotten to the point yet where horny Mike doesn't surprise you, or does he always manage to pull something out where you go, I can't believe you did this?
He's fantastic. Horny Mike is great, man. You know, he's been with me for a long time, and he's been a great friend as well. But he's an absolute amazing talent. He's just nuts. I mean, what you see on the show is so very, very real. Mike is absolutely crazy, and he has this way of just pushing my right buttons and pushing my wrong buttons and making me crazy. But he is such a talented guy that he pulls it off. It's just directing him and leading him is it's kind of like trying to baptize a cat, man. It's just a little bit crazy. You really got to hold him down. But once you get him pointed in the right direction, he's magnificent.
Well, I tell you are surrounded by a bunch of great talented guys out there. Not to mention the amazing work that you come up with on your own. I mean, you are one hell of a talented man when it comes to that. And I tell you what, I said it before and I'll say it again. If I ever get my ass out to Vegas, I might have to swing by and let you guys do some work on my wheelchair if I ever make it out there. Have you guys put your own take on my
Come
wheels.
on, brother, bring it on, bring it on. We'd be down for that. It's for me again. It's I just feel like the luckiest guy in the world. Sometimes I'm blessed in the fact that there's been three important aspects of my life, and that's been motorcycle, cars, and music. And I find myself in a position where I'm able to do all three and pay the bills and provide jobs for real guys that are taking care of their families and doing what they love. And so it's an honest passion, but it's something that I feel blessed to do. So yeah, man, you bring me a good challenge and we're on it.
You got it, man. Well, if I'm ever out that way, I will roll up
Awesome.
on all you guys. And it's true, you are doing it all. You've got the TV show, you've got the tattoo parlor out there, you've got your own venue and bar called Vamped, and of course, those that may have forgotten or did not know, Danny also has a band called Counts 77, and their debut album came out in 2014. And before we talk about where you guys are at now with a new album coming out very soon, I want to just talk based on how it was for you guys getting out, going and doing some touring when we spoke last. you guys were getting ready to do some touring, and I wonder how it was for you and the guys out there on the road, and what the response to the record was once everyone heard it and got out there.
It's been a wonderful experience for us. The band really formed quite organically. You mentioned my rock club Vamped here in Vegas. We had met years ago. The band's been around a lot longer than the TV show. We've been together for a long time, and we met at my club on a jam night, and all of us just kind of got together, and it felt really good. So then, we started officially putting the band together and rehearsing, and just kind of doing hard rock 70s style hard rock covers, which then evolved into writing our own stuff, which evolved into getting signed by Shrapnel Records, which is Mike Varney, who's done some amazing rock and roll records over the years. And that's when the first record came out, like you said, back in 2014. After that, like you were talking about, we hit the road. We've been doing a lot of touring. We've been doing a whole lot of shows all over North America, all over United States and Canada. And it's been fantastic. The band, we're truly a band of brothers. We all get along great. So traveling together, playing together, working together, and rocking together has just been a blessing with this group of guys. Where it truly is a band of brothers. We all really do get along. But it's also fascinating because when you get out on the road and you start playing a lot of shows, you start playing them live, it really develops the band. The band just gets better and stronger and better and stronger. And so each individual member in this band has gotten much better at their craft, and as have myself as the lead singer, has grown and developed. So it coming off the road, we're the road really defines the band. So coming off the road, we've had some great shows, and we've had some really big shows. Several thousand people coming to these shows, and we do it really straight up 70s style, man. It's a hard rock 70s show. You're going to get a bunch of our original music. You're going to get a bunch of the big 70s hard covers that people love. Big party tunes that people love. And it's a full-on 70s type show. We play for at least a couple of hours when we're out on the road, just like you would have seen a show back in the 70s. Where bands come out and they play for a couple hours, as opposed to a 60-minute show or a 70-minute show or something like that. You're gonna get a good 2-hour show out of us, and we're there to melt your face, man. We definitely come out hard, and we stay hard for the full time. But coming off the road, you really define your sound a lot, and you really find who you are even more, and it also gives you the opportunity, being on the road, to write a bunch of new material. That's where I find myself writing a lot of material is being out on the road, or hotel rooms, or airplanes, or whatever like that is an opportunity to just sit down and gather your thoughts and write things and try and put them together. So after a good couple of years of touring hard like this, we've worked really, really hard on our new record. And the new record, as much as I love the first record, this second record is that much more than the first record. It's the songs, the variety of music on there, the tapping into that real 70s vibe of the hard rock 70s vibe, and a lot of real Americana 70s vibe is in this new record. The new record is titled Soul Transfusion. It's which is one of the tracks on the record, and we're extremely proud of it. It's getting ready to release July 7, which of course is 7/7 for us. Count 77. We're going to release it on July 7, and it's getting ready to hit it out there, and then we're back to touring again. I mean, right now we've got we've got some pretty cool tour dates coming up. Just right now, as a matter of fact, this weekend we're in Marion, Illinois. We're at the Black Harley Davidson, Black Diamond Harley Davidson throws a huge concert events out there. So we'll be at Marion, Illinois on May 14th. We're playing my place, Vamped, here in Vegas on May 27th. July 1st, we're in Bowler, Wisconsin at the North Star Mohegan Casino. July 2nd, the next day, we're in Dubuque, Iowa, at Diamond Joe's at the Mississippi Moon showroom there. And there's more stuff getting booked on a regular basis. But we're testing out as we're hitting these current dates. We've been throwing a few of the new tunes out there that are on the new record that's not even released yet, and we've been getting just fantastic feedback from the crowd on some of these new songs. So when it hits on 7/7, we're gonna really be coming out on the road strong and playing a lot of the stuff off the new record, which you guys are really going to dig.
I love your release date, 7/7. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
did you guys plan that, or did it just happen to fall out that way?
I would like to say that we did it on purpose, but I can't lie. It really kind of happened that way. We took a lot of time. We've been working on this record for a long time, and we really thought it was going to be out already. We thought it was going to be out much sooner than this, but we really worked hard in the studio. We worked hard in the mixing and in the mastering of it, and so it took longer than we thought. But a lot of the vibe of this record is that good time, summertime, 70s vibe rock. And so we wanted to really get this record out this summer, because it's the type of thing where, man, people are out partying on their pontoon boat, or they're just out having a good time somewhere. This is the record that you want to be playing. So we decided it's mixed, it's mastered, it's done. We're getting down to the album artwork and literally putting it together. So now we're in fast mode, and we decided, okay, we got to get it out by summertime. Let's just choose 7/7. So it wasn't totally by design, but it just kind of ironically came out that way.
Right, yeah, because, I mean, you got that first album did amazingly well, and it got such great reviews from everyone from every aspect of rock and metal, regardless of what genre you listen to. You always pay respect to that early style sound, and you guys nailed it on that debut album. And you weren't a rush to say, well, strike while the iron is hot, but it's obvious that you guys realize that, hey, you know what, the old days it was about getting down as a band, connecting and grooving and using that time that you guys jammed on the road.
Yeah.
It definitely seems like you guys really started to meld, probably maybe even in a way better than you guys perhaps even thought when you started on the road.
Oh yeah, I mean the way you nailed it right on the head with that. The way this has grown, this band is very much a show band. It's a performance band. So when you get the record is I'm very proud of the record. The whole band is proud of the record. Our producer Mike Varney, the record company, everybody is very proud of the record. But when you come to one of our shows, it's a show band. It's a performance band. So there have been a lot of bands over the years that can produce and put together a really great record in the studio, but maybe they're not necessarily a band that gets out on stage and performs it. And that's no disrespect. It's just certain bands are cut out for certain things. For us, as proud of the record as we are, when we get out on the stage, that's when we really, really come to life. So people are going to really enjoy the record, but when you come to the shows, you're going to get a in-your-face, real hard rock 70s vibe show, and it's a blast. And like you were just saying, what it does for the band, and how the band learns to really gel together and grow together and really find yourselves when you're out on the road and you're playing these different shows. It's now developed into this second record, and this second record is just man, it's just a whole nother step for us, and we're really excited to get it out there. We're really thrilled that July 7th is right around the corner, and we're going to be able to get this record in people's hands, and we believe that those true rockers out there are gonna take to it and enjoy it. It's quite a variety on this record, man. I mean, there's some hard bluesy rock, there's some straight up hard 70s rock, there's some great Americana rock, there's some trippy acid rock on it. There's some really interesting variety, but it's new music. All of it's new, all of it's original, but yet it's got that old school 70s hard vibe.
I love that, man, because as I said, I'm a rare breed. I'm in my late third, well, early late 30s. I'm only 36, and I listen to it all. And when debut album came out from you guys, I was blown away by it, and I still listen to it. I still dig up Sons of Perdition and play that on here in the Asylum almost once a month, and it's just a great album. And I look forward to Soul Transfusion to coming out on 7/7. And Dave, I gotta ask you, because the one show that you guys did in this area, as soon as I heard about it, it sold out. And that, of course, was the Les Paul 100th birthday show. And I know your dad goes back with Les Paul, being that your dad was a musician. And I gotta ask you, what was it like for you personally, and for you and the band to be part of that show and to jam with some of the all-stars that were also part of that great night for such a legendary man of music?
That was an amazing event, and to be invited to that event was fantastic. I mean, there we were, at the Hard Rock right there in Times Square in New York City to celebrate, the 100-year anniversary of Les Paul. And you're right, my father, being a musician, brought me up in music. His connection with so many of the musicians of that day, of that era, it was an honor for me to be able to step into that arena with some of these guys, because there were people there. There were people there. I mean, we shared the stage, with guys like Steve Miller and Bonamassa and Neil Schon and Johnny A, and there was oh my gosh, man. I mean, there were so many big names to share that stage with. But what else was an honor was there were gentlemen there that were from the original Les Paul trio. I mean, guys that are that we need to look to and listen to and pay attention to, because these are the guys that have something to pass on to the next generation, while they're still here with us. So to be a part of that 100-year event for Les Paul was an honor. For me, it was a semi-emotional time because of my father's connection with the music industry of that era and of that time, and then to be able to be on the same stage with some of these very big names, it was an absolute honor for Count 77 to be invited to that. And we're a heavy guitar band. Guys like John Zito and Stoney Curtis in my band are I've got two really powerful guitarists. They're very much Les Paul guys, and so it just made sense for us. It made sense to be there, but to be invited with that type of crowd and those type of guys on stage, it was an absolute honor to be there. What an event it was! It was completely sold out, and then afterwards, we went to the Iridium Room, which is where Les Paul used to have a jam night there every Tuesday night. So after the show at the Hard Rock, our band Count 77, we were the host band at the Iridium in New York City for the jam night. So we went there and jammed where Les Paul jammed every Tuesday. And again, so many artists came down and joined us on stage, and it was quite an event. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like there's a real hunger for what I consider real rock and roll, real rock music, real songs, real musicians out there playing, and I feel that this band Count 77 is a part of that, and we're doing our best to deliver the goods to the fans out there so that they've got something real to listen to and something real to enjoy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that too, because I mean, you don't have that era, and you've seen so much of the music industry, how it's grown and changed, and you guys are what Count 77 does is very much the old school, and I love it. But I'm noticing, maybe I want to get your take real quick on it, that a lot of bands are starting to go that route. There are bands out there now, like Crowbot, like Monster Truck, like Night Demon. These are bands that are going back to that 60s and 70s style sound.
Absolutely.
Do you think maybe we're coming full circle in music, and maybe it's not so much about what the next sound is, and more about realizing how amazing music has been over the years, and using the different influences?
That's things that I'm truly hoping for, Turbo, is the fact that I'm hoping that real music does come around, and there's a certain amount of it out there, man. I mean, there's a lot of really good bands out there that are being that are trying to do what we're doing, and that's bring real music back out to the forefront. I mean, in a world of everything is tracked, everything is fake, everything is auto-tuned, everything, it's to be a part of a band where the players are really playing and the singers are really singing, and it's for real, and it has heart, it has soul, it's real. It's not something that's done on a computer somewhere. That's what we're about. And there are other bands out there that are trying to do this, and I believe, and I'm really hoping for, like you said, the full circle, that it comes back around again, and some of these real bands get recognition for playing real music again, and writing real songs that tell real stories, and musicians that are truly playing their instruments, and singers that are truly singing. Like I said, in a world of just auto tune and fakeness, it's we're proud to be keeping it real, and we're not the only ones. There are other bands out there that are keeping it real, and I believe when you go to a show, when you go to some of these shows, and you see how the fans take to the real music, it's an emotional experience for people, man. They want that. And so I believe that the bands that keep it real and are giving people real music, I believe that we're going to keep growing, and that we're going to help bring this music thing back around full circle, because there sure is a whole lot of crap out there that I can't take.
I'm with you, man. Like, the reason why I do rock and metal for 3 hours every week here inside the Asylum, it gives me the opportunity to get rid of all that auto-tune crap that's flooding the airways, and play some real tunes of great genres over the years, like what you and the guys of Count 77 do. Soul Transfusion comes out on 7/7. Danny, I don't think there's anything else left for you to do. I mean, dude, you do cars, you do tattoos, you do a band. I mean, let's be honest, is there anything left that you have not put your hand in that maybe you've thought about?
You know, at this point, I think I'm good, man. between the tattoo shop, the rock and roll club, the car shop, the motorcycle shop. You know, I've got a recording studio here in Vegas, and the band. I think I'm good, man. I'm gonna try every once in a blue moon to get a little sleep, but outside of that, I think right now everything is all right. Everything is all right. and I want to tell everybody out there that's listening, thank you for supporting real music, whoever it may be it us or somebody else out there. Support the real music. Support the bands that are really doing it, that are really playing, that are really singing, that are really putting their hearts into it. We appreciate it, and for those of you out there who want some good old school in your face hard rock and roll, please check out Count 77. Our first record is a self-titled record, Count 77. The second record is getting ready to drop on July 7, and it's titled Soul Transfusion, and it is an in-your-face 70s hard rock record. And if you guys get the opportunity, check us out on Facebook, Count 77 on Facebook. Check out our website, count77.com, and look for some for where we're touring in your area. And I can promise you this: if you come to a Count 77 show, you're going to get your face rocked off.
You heard it right there from the man himself, Danny the Count Koker. Dude, before I let you go, as always, I've got the first album in front of me. I'm going to send you the next record as soon as I get copies of it. Oh, dude, I appreciate it. I look forward to hearing it. And what do we got? What should we pull off of the first album for everyone to hear, in case they haven't heard it yet?
How about Riding with the Sons of Perdition?
My favorite, my go-to, Danny, and you know me so well. Right now, Count 77 with Riding with the Sons of Perdition here inside the Asylum. Don't go anywhere, more still to come.